But first, on this President's Day, a major update in the fight over the slavery exhibit removed from the President's House site in Center City. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Natasha Brown. A federal judge just ruled on a lawsuit in the city's favor, saying this exhibit must be restored. And CBS Philadelphia's Dan Snyder is live on Independence Mall. Dan, you've got the very latest.
Yeah, good evening to you guys. You know, this historic site was in part meant to honor the enslaved people who were held here. And aside from being President's Day, that ruling came down coincidentally at a time when dozens of people had gathered here rallying to demand that these exhibits be put back up. Now, while they are celebrating today, they also tell us that they don't believe their fight is over just yet. It was the moment Michael Cord with the Avenging the Ancestors Coalition announced to a crowd of dozens a federal judge sided with the city of Philadelphia and ordered all exhibits that were removed from the president's house to be put back.
But better than fighting the good fight is winning the good fight. And today we won.
The judge's ruling says the site must be restored to its standing on January 21st, the day before the exhibit was removed. It came after President Trump's executive order last year titled Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History. The news also came as people with the coalition were holding a President's Day rally calling for the panels to be restored.
So this has been a very rewarding effort, but also it's crazy that in 2026 we still have to do this. In 2026 we still have to fight for the truth.
The Interior Department has not commented on today's ruling so far. However, in a statement last month, the department said in part they were not, quote, erasing history, and that, quote, the order directed a review of certain interpretive content to ensure parks tell a full and accurate story of American history. The department also said signage should be, quote, informed by current scholarship and expert review, not through a narrow ideological lens. But those who have fought for the restoration of this site say this is a true telling of history.
We understand that our history isn't great, our history has blemishes, but we have to tell it because it is the history of this country. It is what made this country, and it is the fabric of this country.
Cord says he believes the federal government will appeal the decision, which could keep the displays down longer. In the meantime, people have taken to putting up their own signs.
I felt that it was a horrible thing that they would take our history down. I think it's everybody's history.
And while Cord believes there's still a fight ahead, he said he's optimistic about today's news.
So this tells me that there's some glimmer of hope for the future of America.
Now, the judge's order also says the government cannot damage the displays or make any more changes here. There is no timetable for when the exhibits will be restored at this site. However, Cord does tell us he doesn't expect the federal government to move quickly as they go through a potential appeals process. For now, live at Independence Mall, Dan Snyder. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Dan, thank you very much.